We are not even halfway through 2024 yet, and we already have a very strong contender for Rap Album of the Year that just might completely body previously released projects like Vulture's 1, 2093, and even We Don't Trust You. Don Toliver has already had a pretty insane year with the whole Dr. Nefario Too Many Nights meme, which in my opinion is absolutely hilarious.
I'm kinda cool, 14, the bitch get loose, she tryna win, I beat her by the high, I beat her in, it's 40 in the car, I let her spin, when the cars lit, better call in.
And it looks like he's gonna continue this musical dominance with Hardstone Psycho. The album's lead single, Bandit, that was released over 3 months ago on February 1st, was really such a great teaser for this project that perfectly blends elements of rock and roll and trap sound that Don is famous for. The real question for fans, I think, is not whether this album is good or not, because obviously it's a very strong and solid project, but really whether it's good enough to surpass Heaven or Hell, Life of a Don, or Lovesick. Overall, I gotta say, despite really liking Hardstone Psycho, I enjoyed Disc 1 the least out of all 4. I do think the 4-disc concept is pretty interesting, and Don did a great job grouping together similar songs to both spread out the content and keep it contained to a point where each disc feels cohesive. While it is true that Don mixes rock and trap throughout this album, I do feel like his efforts fall kind of short on Disc 1 because it's more just trap beats with electric guitar synths, as opposed to a full-on leap into psychedelic rock like what we saw last year with Lil Yachty's album Let's Start Here. With that being said, I still think Disc 1 has great moments like Kodak's feature on Brother Stone.
Prada. Bitches say I'm ugly, they can kiss my ass. Niggas hating on me, but they copy my swag. Fuck respect and love it, lonely niggas don't do shit to me. Throw shots all you want, as long them shit's not literally.
And Charlie Wilson's feature on Attitude. It's more that Kryptonite and Tore Up leave me wishing Don had leaned less on what he knew and ventured further into unknown territory. Disc 2, however, is where shit really started turning up for me during my listen through Hardstone Psycho, starting off with Bandit, which, as I said before, is amazing. Bandit's production still falls into that category of trap influenced by rock, similar to Tore Up and Kryptonite, but I think vocally Don completely delivers here, more so than the 2 intro songs on Disc 1. I love how Glock is a bit more chill and laid back, but still keeps up the pace, and then of course we have probably the best feature on the entire album with Travis Scott on Ice Age.
Up the hill is over drastic, I hope you gassed it. I'm over gas, you crashed it. The last one, the last, it tried to find real in plastic. The mother host is mastic. Where you rock the classic bombastic.
This entire song sounds straight out of Astroworld era Travis and will no doubt be the fan favorite track that gets played over and over for months to come. 4x4 is great too, and overall Disc 2 was a huge improvement over 1 for me. Disc 3, however, is definitely where I think the project peaks and where Don finds his best variation. Future and Don together absolutely slide on Purple Rain, which has easily some of my favorite production of any song on Hardstone Psycho. Everything about the Purple Rain beat is incredible, and you get a high-effort feature from Future. You really just can't complain here.
Get ready, better hold it steady. Got a couple bitches ready, eat it down in LA. Mix bitch swaggin', put the jacket on his belly. Pele, riding through that belly. Back then I knew them hoes couldn't fuck with me. Now I see them ugly hoes tryna cut with me.
New Drop is probably the most refreshing song on the album because of its 4-on-the-floor Brazilian funk-inspired beat sections. Then we move to Backstreets, which is another display of Tizo touchdown skill, and Deep in the Water, which is an amazing conclusion to Disc 3. I think this collection of 4 songs could easily stand alone as a mixtape because of how varied but cohesive everything sounds together. And finally, Disc 4 starts with Inside, which very obviously sounds like a Utopia throwaway to me. These drums and the overall production, combined with Trav's vocals, just scream Utopia, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was originally a Travis song that got passed to Don. Unfortunately, 5 to 10 and Last Laugh are both pretty forgettable, but the project ends on a super strong note with Hardstone National Anthem that features production from Benny X, which totally elevates the song.
Turn those tears into wine. statement with my heart on my sleeve. Fashion statement with my heart on my sleeve.
Again, this one sounds so nice because it's a rare moment that Don steps away from the typical trap song structure and shows what he's really capable of. Looking at the project as a whole, for me personally, Hardstone Psycho does not rank better than Life of a Don, but I would absolutely entertain arguments for it being better than both Lovesick and Heaven or Hell. And finally, we got a bit of an update on the entire Cardi crypto music situation from the mods of Cardi Hub, with them laying out clearly what is going to happen. So according to the mods, and I assume the Solana managers, this Cardi coin is going to launch as a surprise sometime before next week, and the launch of the coin will come with the release of a lead single, which I'm assuming will be Problem Child, as they just dropped a new snippet of the Travis vocals yesterday.
And music on Solana.
In a room.
Can't get no love, I'm heartless.
I'm still gon' fuck it regardless. Up top, they made me a target. At a price, the price ain't a bargain. In the living room, built like department. In the basement, it's bigger than Carnage. In the garden, so big, I go farming. It remind me of this shit I was garnished. I like a lip seal, like my activist.
Additionally, as the market cap of the coin grows in volume, more music will be released from the album until they hit 5 to 10 million in market cap, which is when the full album will be dropped. They also add that they have no reason to scam everyone and only want to provide fans with music because Cardi won't, which is why the launch is a stealth launch and why the lead single is dropping at the same time the coin is. I'm not really super well versed on crypto, and in my opinion, they could very well still scam people after giving up just Problem Child, but if this ends up working out for the fans, then I see no reason to be worried about the situation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with my review of Hardstone Psycho.